Greetings everyone and welcome back to Modded Starfield with our bounty hunter Red Gagner. Let's get back to... we're back at the house. We're gonna go do delivering devils. We'll find Percival. We have, I believe, let me just check here. Check status. Well rested. No, we might as well, we're good. Just check our weapons. Oops. We need some ammo for that. .5 kilovolt laser. Okay, 1 second. Excuse me, Andreja. There we go.
I also wish to be prepared for any...
Alright, let's go. Oh.
Situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Yeah, you're rubbing it in, I know. Okay, now we're ready to go. Thank you, dear. Hold on, let's just be careful here. How are we doing? We've got consumables, we got a bunch of chunks. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Wow, we got a lot of keys. Alrighty. Now we can go. So we are continuing at the push with Starfield. Lars Gagner, our main unmodded playthrough, is... oh my goodness, you should be putting on a spacesuit and a helmet. I think we're gonna be okay now. Whoa. What the heck? Where are we? There we are. That was not good. Where are we going? We've been here before, so it's not like... yeah. We're just coming back here. Oops. There we go.
Do you suppose the miners who once operated this eventually found safer work?
No, they didn't.
This all made sense to someone, I am sure. I cannot tell you how any of it works.
I just want to check what we got. T-77, the sniper, shotgun, Beowulf, stun sniper, and the regulator. Okay.
This could well explain why the site was abandoned. These natural caverns likely were not worth the risk of traversing.
Alright, let's go.
Quite cold here. Too bad one cannot layer spacesuits like sweaters.
Mm-hmm. Nope, can't do anything about that. Lars is the lock-picking expert. Red's got nothing. Alrighty. Got a feeling we're gonna run into some dudes here. Got a funny feeling.
Shall we see if anyone is home?
Yeah, I think we're okay. Not seeing any spacers yet. Hey.
Got me out of the red with the trade authority.
You betcha.
I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Doctor, you know how long it took me to find you? Take this damn sample.
Oh, I'm sorry my forced into exile lifestyle inconvenienced you. But if you came all this way just to deliver a sample, what exactly is it you brought me?
Tab Gourmet Zone, free range, 100% human-fed terramorph cells.
Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a terramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or who exactly told you to bring this to me?
Hadrian Sinon.
Hadrian? She gave you this? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Alright, let's go. Oops. For some reason I thought I was going to run into some spacers there, but nope. Alright, buddy.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests.
Okay.
Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the trade authority.
What'd you say? Don't touch anything? Why bother taking that? I'm not gonna eat it. It's not chunks. You guys are messy.
The biggest surprise is not that the UC engaged in Xeno warfare in the past, but that they ever stopped. I would have expected them to very quietly keep this place open.
Yeah, you got a good point, Andresia. I guess we should go talk to Buddy here. Hi.
Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Sample's not a fake. I collected from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Everyone knows about the Londinian Terramorph attacks. There were vigils for weeks afterwards.
And for good reason. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
No.
The chances for survival, let alone maintaining any kind of functioning society, would be slim indeed.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Orders are to take you and that analysis to Hadrian. She should be waiting at the 6th circle.
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's go, buddy. Look at that. Red Devils. Alright guys, where are we going? Am I going the right way? I think so. Did it again. Let's go. Go. Come on, let's go, buddies. Quickly. It's cold out here. We could use a drink. Keep up, guys. Whoa. You guys keeping up? Hope so. Come on, guys. Let's go. I think there was a different exit. So, yeah, let's, Alright, let's go, guys. Let's go get a drink. Come on. Step on it, guys. Poof.
Watch out for the robots.
Every time I go through those, I have memories of working in a kitchen and going in the walk-in freezer or cooler. Spent many years working in a kitchen. Whenever you're running and then Andreja catches up, it's hilarious.
Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
We need to get you a Chunks hat.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major.
Just letting you know that.
Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private.
Alright, over
Blue
here.
said we could use the back.
This is where should we go? Right here. Okay. Let's have a conversation back here. Come on, guys. No, really. Andreja, get out of their way. They're all confused. Alright. Oh man, they're stuck. Come on.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down.
There we go.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Oh, you're welcome.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
This is hilarious. Too much trouble. Exactly how I described the experience I just had.
That's definitely not what I thought I was signing you up for. But thank you. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Only ever read about the cabinet in civics class. Never expected I'd get to talk to them.
It can be a daunting experience. Which is why I wanted to make sure, before you agreed to anything, we gave you the whole truth. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I actually know who you are and your past. Well, that's none of my concern.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
All right, well, let's go talk to this cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
All right. That was weird. So one thing I'm going to check here. Where's my spreadsheet? All right. What we have. I had a plan. 25. Oops. And we currently are at 23, right? I need 3 more in starship design and 1 in weapon engineering. Yeah, let's go weapon engineering right away. Now that's cooked in. Nice. So next, meet Hadrian in New Atlantis. I bet you. Ready to go? Where's Sarah? Oh, she's on the ship. Let's go back to the ship. Yep. Sarah?
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get you in uniform. Sarah?
You've got something for me? I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Yo, man can always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New
Have-
Atlantis?
Have I done something wrong?
No, not at all. This is something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time. I was hoping if I talked about it with you, I could get your opinion. That's all.
Not right now, Sarah.
Well, I guess I understand. Just never mind.
Hello.
No, really.
I have an important...
Yes, I'm listening. I want that
Phew,
Chunks hat.
Thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the colony war broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Must have seen a lot of combat.
Plenty. And that's what's weighing on my mind. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Why the Cassiopeia system?
Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply.
Well, hundreds of lives must have been
I'm
lost
well
then,
aware
Sarah.
how many lives were lost. Now let me finish.
Okay.
The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
Despite the damage, your ship still had the ability to fight.
The Dauntless was a tough little ship. No shields and the hull was breached, but it still had power. And weapons. That's why I remained in the battle. Huge mistake.
I wouldn't have taken that risk.
Yes, I know. Okay? Damn it. Will you let me finish? We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle.
We got
As
an
the
escape shuttle?
launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. And last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
Why weren't you on the shuttle with them?
It was my duty as acting captain to be the last person to leave the Dauntless. We had more than one escape shuttle available. So, I elected to wait until they were safe.
Wow. Condolences to your crew.
Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives.
What'd your superiors say about your
My
actions?
superiors. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
Well, at least you're still alive.
That's true. But still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. You once told me, no matter how hard you fight, there are some battles you simply can't win. I wish I had heard your advice long ago. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Oh. Well, you can't get rid of me that easy.
All this nonsense and you still have faith, eh? You really care about me, don't you?
I always got your back, Sarah.
And I'll have yours. All right, partner. I suppose it's time we get back to work.
Yeah, I need
Thank
that chunk
you for
set,
being
thanks.
there, for listening to me when I needed it the
Come
most.
on, Sarah.
I'll never forget this. I promise.
Yeah. So, can we get back to the main reason I came up here?
Yeah?
Yeah, I need that
Dropping
chunk
off a
set.
few choice items?
Yeah. Thank you.
Time to
Jeez.
go?
That took way too long, Sarah. Andresia?
Here, I have...
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea.
Okay.
I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever.
I know. Well, thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
All right, thanks for the money. No.
Yes? If there's
Trade.
anything you need, I'm...
All right, you need chunks at. And I think you look best in this. Alright, so let's get this figured out. And let's set you up with some Constellation spacesuit, Constellation pack, and a Constellation helmet. Need to get your weapon too. We need to get you a good weapon. Well, for now, I think the Starlight will do good for you, and we'll give you some 1.5 kilovolt. Of course, we only need to give you one of them. And let's make sure you've got that. All right. Look great in the chunks. Good job. Thanks, Sarah. Sarah. Oops. Andreja. I'm gonna get in trouble here. Now we're good. Maybe not. One sec. There we go. Now. Let's go. Ship longer than 80 meters cannot land on a planet. That seems silly.
So many people, all in one place. I still cannot feel entirely comfortable.
Yeah, let's go talk to Hadrian.
Over here.
Yeah, I'm right here. Let's go.
The workup's in the cabinet's hand. Though I was a bit... Hadn't realized you...
Well, now we've got both. We've both kept something from one another.
Suppose that makes us even then. Though, in the spirit of full disclosure, there is one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place.
Yep.
I am
You're
a clone.
I know.
Of a man named Francois Sanon. One-time fleet admiral
Eyewitness.
of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy. They called him Eyewitness. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians.
All right.
Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
All righty. Eyewitness must have been an impressive commander for the UC to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians.
All right.
And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Nah, no big deal. It's fine. You're not your father.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to... Or if
No.
you've got any last...
No.
No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep...
No. No questions.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties,
Let's go.
please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Hey, John.
Captain, crossed paths with Hadrian Sinan earlier. Said you've been invaluable to her. Keep it up. That was theirs.
All right. See ya.
Captain, can I help you?
No, we're getting in this elevator. All the way to the top. Moving on up. Hey.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I need a break. Okay, let's see what they got to say.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hey, thanks. Don't keep my ship fueled, ma'am.
Captain, that's the president of the colonies.
Vanguard.
Certainly comfortable speaking your mind now, aren't you? Not an unwelcome quality considering the circumstances. Regardless, let's get to business. We have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Yep.
Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible terramorph apocalypse.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we?
No.
And while there should be no doubt,
go, girl.
the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data?
Well,
I don't think it's enough.
Maybe one more attack will
Perhaps
do
you
it.
can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
I only know what I was told. It's tissue mashed ones from Londinian.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, If you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Well, if there's a chance what happened on Tau Ceti could happen somewhere, like here, well, better grant that request.
Whatever risks exist, they are outweighed by this imminent threat. I agree. The request should be granted.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not. I've heard nothing here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat. So then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we do what was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Well, rock and roll.
Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
Ah, hello. Very good.
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Yep.
Good God.
Oh no.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture.
You doubted me.
Later.
You
Chief
jerk.
Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming. And then you've dealt with these things
You want me to help now?
Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind. There are so many different routes across the subtle systems. It's hard to keep up with all the work they're doing.
Let's go. Oh, wrong door. Is that the right door? Yeah, I think it's the right door. Hey guys, how you doing? No, we need to go downstairs. All right.
How the nothing is getting to the captain.
The air rifle! That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got!
Hold on. There we go.
Stop! We're trying to help you!
Please! Take cover!
Can't stop!
You all right?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
Yep.
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog.
Mm-hmm.
It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
All right. Well, we better get going.
Let's do it.
That's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Okay, let's see what we got. 6 is a stun sniper, eh? Let's go. Let's go party. Hey, buddy.
Not now. Okay.
What do we got going on here?
Evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Alright, let's go.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
Captain! You're going to be okay! It's not real! Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real! We have to put down that morph!
Alright. Well, that was fun. What do we got here?
Experts. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Alright.
Of course, the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escape their notice.
Hey, guys.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
We'll handle this. You guys stay
Your
here.
call. We're on the...
Alright, let's go. Better do a quick save here. Alright. Hold on. Jesus. That was dumb.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Piece of
The rest of the
cake.
city is safe, thanks to us. You deserve whatever accolades you have coming.
You bet. Oops. Where is that thing? Where'd it go? Because we should be looting it, right?
Profit is never necessarily the aim,
Cool.
but if there is something worth taking...
Oh, where'd the other one go? I think it's over here. Right? Hey, buddy. See, what we should have done was just do that. That would have been more fun. Alright, we need a blue one, right? So I believe that's an injector? No, it isn't. Antibiotics. Nope. Immobilizers. Alright, we're good. Where are we going? Hey, buddies. Piece of cake.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place.
Mm-hmm. Hey, just remember who saved your tails.
No way I'll ever be able to forget. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Well, there's three of us, actually.
Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Alright. Let's go. That's what we could do, actually. That's residential, right? Oh, we can't do fast travel from here? Come on.
Attention. The spaceport has been
Hey,
secured.
guys.
Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Piece of cake, people.
I am thankful these rides are quick.
I know, you don't like the trains, Andresia. Should go this way. Whoa, power pack. Hey, good to see you.
Head back up.
All right. It's this way.
That's a relief to hear.
Hey.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am. Security loses.
No, it was all me.
There you are.
I make it my
I
responsibility
believe
to call their family.
we have some things we should discuss.
I've got a lot
Yeah,
of
you should be
calls to
saying
make
sorry.
The loss of life, the damage to the spaceport, the costs of this attack are greater than I think we realize.
Well, Pasquale.
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology.
Well, yeah.
Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, I take my gratitude in credits, real estate, or luxury goods.
I had some ideas on that front, Captain, but we'll get to that. Now, after today's events, the Cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision.
Oh.
We will be supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks.
So Doofus
But to
McDoofus
accomplish
face
those goals,
changed his mind.
We're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Nice.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that
me?
representative.
Oh, well. I'm just some Vanguard nobody, right?
We see your atypical background as a strength, not a hindrance. The people you'll be dealing with, they're rather atypical themselves. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Oh,
Get you
nice.
access to those credits and real estate you're after.
Oh, good.
So, will you help us?
And what do I get for being UC citizen?
It has its perks. Only citizens can purchase property in the city. We also pay reduced prices on most goods and services across the UC.
Nice.
There's also a credit disbursement when you first join. Help get you on your feet.
Well, I am on
all,
my feet.
You'd become a dedicated part of the greatest faction in the galaxy. If you're willing to help us, we can open that door.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining
All
access
right.
to the archives.
All
You
right,
should be
got
able
it,
to find
Mac.
her in our office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
We're counting
All right.
UC citizens.
I'm gonna
Don't
go
let
check.
We gotta go talk to Mac.
They are cutting edge technology here. It's an exciting place to be.
All right, Andresia. Well, we should go get that done. But first, I think we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you, everyone, for joining the adventures of Red Gagner, our bounty hunter in this modded version of Starfield. Glass cannon build, of course. And thanks. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting, and all that fun stuff. And yeah, we're working on it. We'll be up to a level where we can go do Shattered Space sometime, but we're gonna probably finish up this entire UC quest line first. And take care of yourselves, and if you can, well, take care of someone else like Andresia takes care of me. All right, everyone. Bye. Thank you for watching the Lars Gagner Gaming channel. Please check out our episodes. We're running pretty much full-on Starfield right now. The Shatter Space just dropped earlier this week, and so Lars Gagner is going to be every Monday to Friday in the mornings, and on Saturday, Sunday in the afternoon. So I do a 9 a.m. local drop and a 3 p.m. local drop. On Monday to Friday, we're going to be doing the Red Gagner, which is my modded Starfield playthrough. That's my bounty hunter. He's about level 20. Lars is getting close to level 70. I think he's 68 right now at the time of this recording. And then we'll re-inject Red Dead Redemption 2 on Saturday and Sunday. This is all Linux gaming. So if you're interested in Linux gaming, check out some of my other videos. And I have some support videos, say about World of Warcraft or playing Elder Scrolls Online, although the ESO video is quite old. But I do play my games on Linux. I've been using Linux since the early 1990s, believe it or not, pretty much when the first distributions dropped and I was installing from floppy disks. So if you've got any questions about Linux gaming, just drop me a message in the comments, and I very much appreciate it. We've already up to 53 subscribers, which is more than when I took this screenshot. And yeah, let me know what you think. Drop a like, a subscribe, and more importantly, comments. And take care of yourself, everybody. And if you can, take care of someone else.